Then along came the best gift. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Shut up, please. I can beat you up, okay? And that's serious.
Shut up is right. It's not every day, after all, that Michelle Yeoh wins a televised award. An immensely talented and prolific actress with 60 credits to her name going back to the mid-1980s, Yeoh finally won a major trophy on January 10th, 2023 at the Golden Globe Awards for her spectacular, mind-blowing, career-defining performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, co-starring Ke Huy Quan, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Stephanie Hsu, and directed by the Daniels. This relatively low-budget indie gem filmed before the pandemic was an absolute sensation out of the South by Southwest Film Festival, critics and audiences adoring this creatively daring story filled with so many narrative twists and turns, superb performances, and gorgeous homemade visual effects. The film was released to theaters in what's normally a pretty quiet time of year at the cinemas, late March, but then some extraordinary things happened. The film slowly made its way into wide release, and then it stayed there for months, remaining in theaters well into the summer, a word-of-mouth phenomenon like few films we've seen in recent years. And then even more amazing, the movie hung on well into the fall and winter to become a top awards contender. Ke Huy Quan, the frontrunner to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, the movie very likely to win the Best Picture Oscar. And then there's Michelle Yeoh, who's been acting in film and television for 4 decades, finally, at the age of 60, getting her due in the industry. She's won tons of critics' prizes, she was nominated for her first ever Golden Globe Award, and she won in the musical or comedy category. She was nominated at Critics' Choice, SAG, BAFTA, and now she has received her first ever nomination for an Academy Award. Can she do it? Can she win? Can Yeoh beat Cate Blanchett in Tar to become the first ever Asian woman to win the Oscar for Best Actress? I think she can. In fact, I'm predicting it. As of this recording, BAFTA and SAG have not happened yet. She lost the Critics' Choice Award to Blanchett, and both Blanchett and Yeoh won at the Golden Globes. It's very possible Blanchett could take SAG and BAFTA and the Oscar. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not really sure it would surprise anybody. Blanchett gave one of her very best performances in Tar, and if there's one gold trophy that movie can win, it's Best Actress. But I just have this feeling about Michelle Yeoh. It's not going to be easy, but I absolutely believe she can win the whole thing for Everything Everywhere All at Once, her finest performance in what has been a series of great performances throughout the decades. In this video, we're talking the extraordinary career of the one and only Michelle Yeoh and my many reasons why I think she's about to win that elusive Oscar. So real quick, before I continue, I wanted to let you know that the Brian Rowe Video Patreon page is coming your way next month. If you like my videos and want to support my channel, I have lots of really cool things coming to the Patreon. I'll be producing an exclusive new video every month just for my Patreon subscribers. You'll have access to all of my videos earlier than everyone else. You'll get to choose who the next elusive Oscar video will be about and what Oscar race retrospectives you'd like me to explore. I'll have live Q&As, behind the scenes materials, your name at the end of each of my new videos to say thank you, and so much more. On Sunday, March 19th, 1 week after the 95th Academy Awards, I will be launching the Brian Rowe Video Patreon page. I hope you'll come and support my channel for all things Oscars. Now, let's get back to Michelle Yeoh. First, let's start at the beginning. Michelle Yeoh was born on August 6, 1962 in Malaysia to mother Janet and father Yeoh. She studied dance from an early age, later majoring in ballet at UK's Royal Academy of Dance. In 1983, at the age of 20, she won the Miss Malaysia World Contest, soon thereafter appearing in a TV commercial with Jackie Chan that caught the attention of a Hong Kong film production company, D&B Films. She started her film career acting in action and martial arts movies, where she did most of her own stunts. Her film debut came in 1984's The Owl vs. Bumbo, and her third film, Yes Madam, marked her first major role in a movie. Yeoh credited as Michelle Khan in these early parts.
怎么样？你没事吧？哼，对付这种炮灰当然没事了。不过还有2只疯狗在后面呢。
After taking 5 years off from the business when she was married to Hong Kong entrepreneur Dixon Poon, she returned to acting in 1992 with Super Cop, also known as Police Story 3 Super Cop, starring Jackie Chan.
This is Director Yang calling headquarters. Do you read me?
Throughout the next few years, she appeared in lots more action titles, including the heroic trio Holy Weapon and another Super Cop movie.
You got enough room there? Do you want to move that?
No, I got enough room.
Oh! Ow! 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 Whoa!
Normally, I would have to hit him there so he goes oh, like that, and then I'd kick him out.
I wore a cup for this interview, so you're not.
Her major arrival to Hollywood came in 1997 when Yeoh scored the lead female role in Tomorrow Never Dies, Pierce Brosnan's second James Bond outing. Yeoh played Wai Lin, a Chinese Ministry of State Security agent.
Looks like General Chang wants you dead. You still think you can do this alone?
It depends whether your mission is peace or revenge.
This is about stopping a war.
Brosnan was impressed with Yeoh throughout shooting, calling her a wonderful actress who was serious and committed about the work, and he referred to her as a female James Bond in reference to her combat abilities. Yeoh wanted to perform her own stunts, but was prevented by director Roger Spottiswoode, who considered it too dangerous, but she did perform all her own fighting scenes. For the film, Yeoh received an MTV Movie Award nomination for, you guessed it, Best Fight.
And the women were almost always the Bond girls. But they were ready at that time when they came looking for me was to have much more depth in emotions and the quality of their nature in the film.
After Tomorrow Never Dies, director Ang Lee approached Michelle Yeoh to appear in his next project, a film that until Everything Everywhere All at Once was by far her most awarded, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, released in the year 2000. Co-starring Chow Yun-fat and Ziyi Zhang, the film tells of a young Chinese warrior who steals a sword from a famed swordsman and escapes into a world of romantic adventure. Yeoh did not speak Mandarin at the time, so she had to learn her Mandarin lines phonetically. Like Tomorrow Never Dies, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon brought Yeoh international fame and attention, the film one of the most beloved of its year.
用这一口气炼神还去吧，解脱得到圆寂永恒，一直是武当修炼的愿望。
Lee had proven his worth and talent as a director with movies like The Ice Storm and the Oscar-winning Sense and Sensibility, and now here he was delivering one of the most astonishing martial arts epics ever caught on film. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was adored by critics and audiences upon its premiere at the 2000 Cannes Film Festival, eventually becoming a blockbuster with $200 million worldwide. The film did very well throughout award season, winning more than 100 prizes and receiving more than 130 nominations. It earned a whopping 10 Oscar nominations total and was for a time the frontrunner to win Best Picture, pretty much unheard of at the time for a foreign language movie. The accolades started at the Golden Globes, where it not only won Best Foreign Language Film, but also Best Director for Ang Lee, who beat out heavyweights like Ridley Scott for Gladiator and Steven Soderbergh for Traffic. The film was nominated for Best Picture at Critics' Choice, and it won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Supporting Actress for Ziyi Zhang at the Film Independent Spirit Awards. The film completely missed its SAG, which surprises me. You'd think it would have gotten a Best Cast in a Motion Picture nomination, but the film came roaring back at BAFTA, where it received an astonishing 14 nominations total, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Adapted Screenplay, as well as a much-deserved nod for Best Actress in a Leading Role for Michelle Yeoh.
And it's always been very special because I think my first one was for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where I was nominated. So, it brings back good memories and it's good to be back again.
Until 2023, this did mark Yeoh's highest nomination honor. BAFTA voters knew what was up, including Yeoh in this impressive category, and they also did well picking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for wins in music, costume design, foreign language film, and director for Ang Lee. After Lee won at DGA, he became the frontrunner to win at the Oscars too, which seemed possible given the film's remarkable Oscar haul of 10 nominations, including Adapted Screenplay and Picture. No actors from the movie were recognized at the Oscars, sadly, but 10 nominations was huge for a foreign film, and given all the love Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon had received all season, it seemed possible it could win both director and picture. But it missed in categories it had significant shots at, like costume design and film editing. Director ended up going to Steven Soderbergh for Traffic, and picture went to Still, it was a busy award season for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and Michelle Yeoh, who now had 2 blockbuster hits behind her and a promising career ahead of her.
I always welcome questions about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, simply because I have so many memories. Some of them are so incredible, working with Ang Lee and Chow Yun-fat, and to be able to, when I answer the questions, I remember all those moments and the time that we spent on it, and that was time well spent.
Yeoh's next major project was Memoirs of a Geisha, Rob Marshall's second feature after his Oscar-winning Chicago, about a young woman forced into servitude who becomes a geisha of beauty and influence.
You have a gift for expression. And if Mrs. Nita adopts Pumpkin, that is hardly a threat.
The film stars Ziyi Zhang in the lead role, a performance I would argue got very close to an Oscar nomination for Best Actress, since she made it in at the Golden Globes, SAG, and BAFTA. But the end-of-the-year drama did well otherwise, 6 nominations at BAFTA and 6 nominations at the Oscars, and the film took home gold trophies in 3 categories: art direction, set direction, cinematography, and costume design. Yeoh didn't really show up anywhere for her performance, but it was another boost to her career to be a part of a successful awards movie. She continued to appear in high-profile projects in the years to come: Sunshine, the science fiction film directed by Danny Boyle, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, the 3rd film in the blockbuster franchise. She was in Babylon AD, Kung Fu Panda 2, and 2011's The Lady, directed by Luc Besson, which earned Yeoh a Satellite Award nomination for Best Actress. In the last decade, she's continued getting juicy roles in major films and television series like Marco Polo on Netflix, Mechanic Resurrection opposite Jason Statham, the science fiction horror film Morgan, and Star Trek Discovery, which she appeared on between 2017 and 2020. Before we arrive at the main film we need to talk about, yes, I'm getting there, we have to discuss the incredible success of Crazy Rich Asians, which follows native New Yorker Rachel Chu to Singapore to meet her boyfriend Nick's family. Yeoh plays the family matriarch, Eleanor.
Pursuing one's passion. How American. Well, your mother is very open-minded. Not like here, where parents are obsessed with shaping the life of their children.
Also starring Constance Wu, Henry Golding, Lisa Liu, and Awkwafina, this film was one of the runaway hits of the year, made $238 million worldwide on just a $30 million budget, and Yeoh's performance was singled out by many as one of the film's best, an amazing turn that always keeps you compelled. The big award nomination Crazy Rich Asians received was Best Cast in a Motion Picture at the SAG Awards, where it lost to the cast of Black Panther. So Michelle Yeoh lost at that ceremony, in part to Angela Bassett, which makes the ensuing years kind of interesting. Yeoh teamed up with Bassett for 2021's Gunpowder Milkshake, and then here we are, in 2023, Angela Bassett is the frontrunner to win the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Michelle Yeoh, I would argue, is the frontrunner to win the Best Actress Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. What an incredible story this movie is. What a sensation. Something that in the hands of lesser artists could have been an interesting genre bender, quickly forgotten about, has become a genuine phenomenon over the last 12 months. The story of Evelyn Wang, a Chinese immigrant swept up into a crazy adventure, exploring other universes and connecting with the lives she could have led, Everything Everywhere All at Once, is the brainchild of the gifted filmmakers Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, who previously directed Swiss Army Man.
It's too late, Wayne.
Don't say that.
Their script for Everything Everywhere All at Once was originally written for Jackie Chan until the directors reconceived the protagonist as a woman, making the husband-wife dynamic more relatable. In August 2018, it was announced that Michelle Yeoh and Awkwafina were to star, and then Awkwafina was later replaced by Stephanie Hsu. Rounding out the cast were Jamie Lee Curtis and Ki-hee Kwan the latter of whom returned to acting for the first time in nearly 20 years. Kwon and Scheinert were inspired to cast Kwon after seeing a meme of politician Andrew Yang being shown as a grown-up version of Short Round, Kwon's character in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. They wanted to know what Kwon had been up to, and they learned that he was the right age for Waymond. Principal photography began in January 2020, mostly in Simi Valley, California, on a budget of $25 million. The film wrapped in early March during the onset of COVID-19, and before its world premiere, the filmmakers had about 2 years to edit and score their movie and give the project its inventive visual effects. The response to Everything Everywhere All at Once's premiere at the South by Southwest Film Festival on March 11, 2022 was reportedly through the roof, and the word of mouth continued to build as the film opened in limited release on March 25th and then went nationwide on April 8th. The film grossed a whopping $72 million in the United States and a total of $106 million worldwide, making this the first $100 million earner for A24. Critics adored the movie, Amy Nicholson of the Wall Street Journal saying, over its nearly 2.5-hour running time, the movie's ambitions double, and double again, as though it's a petri dish teeming with Mr. Kwon and Mr. Scheinert's wildest ideas. Many critics pointed their acclaim straight at Michelle Yeoh, Maria E. Gates, and RogerEbert.com, saying, Yeoh is the anchor of the film, given a role that showcases her wide range of talents, from her fine martial arts skills, to her superb comic timing, to her ability to excavate endless depths of rich human emotion, often just from a glance or a reaction. In essence, Michelle Yeoh was getting the best reviews of her entire career, and when the film started pulling in big box office too, it looked like a sure thing that the film was going to be a favorite in the upcoming award season. Despite it being released way back in March, it was clear Everything Everywhere All at Once was going to hang on, and what's been amazing the last few months has been seeing the movie actually gain in strength. Here we are about a month away from the 95th Academy Awards, and the film is the frontrunner to win Best Picture, over new movies by Steven Spielberg, Todd Field, Martin McDonagh, and many others. This is the movie almost everyone likes or loves, a vibrant and original piece of filmmaking that only comes around every so often. It wasn't clear in October and November just how well the film was going to do throughout this award season, but almost everyone agreed Michelle Yeoh would be up for some prizes, her performance nearly universally lauded, a once-in-a-lifetime role for this talented actress, finally about to give her the recognition she deserves. Her awards journey started with the Critics' Prizes, Yeoh winning Best Actress from Boston, Denver, Kansas, Nevada, and St. Louis, as well as the National Board of Review.
I am so incredibly proud to be the first Asian actress in 45 years to receive this honor from the National Board.
And then came the nominations for the televised awards, starting with Golden Globes and Critics' Choice. Most were predicting that Cate Blanchett was going to win Best Actress in a Drama at the Globes, and Michelle Yeoh was going to take Best Actress in a musical or comedy. Just because we all thought it would happen didn't make the moment any less spectacular. Michelle Yeoh's speech truly was a great one.
And this is also for all the shoulders that I've stand on, all who came before me, who looks like me, and all who are going on this journey with me forward. So thank you for believing in us. Thank you.
She missed a few days later at Critics' Choice, Blanchett winning Best Actress there, although Everything Everywhere All at Once did take Best Supporting Actor for Ke Huy Quan, Best Director for Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, and Best Picture. The loss at Critics' Choice seemed a minor hiccup because soon thereafter Michelle Yeoh made the final 5 at all the other major televised ceremonies, the SAG Awards and the BAFTA Awards, and on Tuesday, January 24th, it became official. Yeoh was an Academy Award nominee.
And Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
As of this recording, we're in the middle of the current award season. BAFTA and SAG are on the horizon, and then the Oscars come soon thereafter. Cate Blanchett is a major threat for Tar. It's one of the best performances by anybody in the last few years. It's my personal favorite movie of 2022, The film has overperformed all season long, and I'm not sure if anyone is going to be that shocked if Blanchett picks up her third Oscar on Sunday, March 12th. But can Michelle Yeoh win instead? Is it possible? I think it's a lot more than possible. I have predicted for weeks now that Michelle Yeoh is going to win Best Actress at SAG, and then she's going to win Best Actress at the Oscars. Why do I think Yeoh is going to take the gold trophy on March 12th? Here are my top 5 reasons. The first reason is that Yeoh winning Best Actress at the Academy Awards would make history in the most glorious way. It is insane to think that in 95 years, only one other Asian person has received an Oscar nomination in the Best Actress category. Merle Oberon, who was nominated in Best Actress in 1936 for the film The Dark Angel. At the time, Oberon kept her biracial heritage a secret, trying to pass as white, and thus many have considered Yeoh, really, the first Asian identifying woman to be nominated for Best Actress. It's a crime it's taken this long for an Asian woman to even be recognized in this category, and I believe a lot of Academy members will see what a groundbreaking moment it would be to reward Yeoh here, who's more than deserving of this honor. As Yeoh said to Deadline following learning of her Oscar nomination, "I think what it means to me is all those Asians out there, you see, it's possible. If she can do it, I can freaking do it as well." I think many Academy members are going to rally around Yeoh and push her over the finish line.
It's like the older you get, they see you by your age rather than see you by your capability.
But she says the directing duo known as the Daniels saw it differently.
They thought, she can do this. If anybody can in our industry, who can fight, who can be funny, who can, be dramatic and sincere and all those kind of things, we believe Michelle will be able to do it. And to receive that, you don't know how joyful.
The second reason is that Yeoh's only real competitor, Cate Blanchett, has already won 2 Oscars, and she won those Oscars in the last 20 years. If Blanchett hadn't yet taken the gold trophy in the Best Actress category, let's say her only victory so far was for The Aviator in 2005, it would be hard to predict anyone but her, but that Best Actress victory 9 years ago for Blue Jasmine gives me pause about predicting her now. Are we ready to give her a third trophy already? Yes, her performance in Tar is spectacular, and she is the whole movie. It makes sense to consider her the frontrunner. She won at the Golden Globes, she won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Actress, but I do feel like Academy voters will feel the way I do in thinking she has enough. She doesn't need a third Oscar this early in her career, and her speech at Critics' Choice, where she dismissed the idea of pitting women against each other, that there shouldn't be winners and losers, got me thinking. Maybe even Blanchett doesn't really want to win this year. In that Actors on Actors video, she's clearly smitten with Yeoh as a person, with her work and Everything Everywhere All at Once. I feel like Blanchett would be one of the first people to jump to her feet if Yeoh's name was called. None of the other 3 nominees in the category can win. Ana de Armas and Michelle Williams are just happy to be here, and then there's Andrea Riseborough, who some feel could be a spoiler, but I just can't imagine she could beat Yeoh and Blanchett, with her movie receiving only 1 nomination, while Tar and Everything Everywhere All at Once received several. No, the only person who can beat Yeoh is Blanchett, and although it could happen, of course, Frances McDormand won a 3rd Best Actress prize for Nomadland in 2021, you can always point to that, but I also think there wasn't someone in her category that year as beloved a performer as Michelle Yeoh, with as beloved a movie as Everything Everywhere All at Once. This is Yeoh's time, it's her moment, and I believe Academy voters are going to see that.
There is such an intensity to what you do, but it's always so playful. And so it just felt like in the Daniels movie that all of that just got, was just magnified times 1,000. It was such a joy to watch. It was really
amazing
so
coming
inspiring,
from you.
Really inspiring.
Thank you.
The third reason is that Everything Everywhere All at Once has been the most awards-friendly movie of the year, and is currently, as I mentioned before, the frontrunner to win Best Picture at the Oscars. Yes, Tar has done well too throughout the season. I would even say it overperformed at the Oscars, getting into not only director and picture, but also technical categories like editing and cinematography, but Everything Everywhere All at Once got in pretty much everywhere it could have, including Best Original Screenplay, Supporting Actor, 2 nominations in Supporting Actress, Director, and Picture. I mean, people love this movie. And I feel like if you love the movie, you have to love Michelle Yeoh in it. Tar is in Picture too, but it doesn't have as many nominations as Yeoh's film, and I feel like more voters will eventually see Everything Everywhere All at Once and will want to vote for Yeoh's performance. Now, I have seen some people argue that voters can reward Everything Everywhere All at Once in lots of other categories, including Best Supporting Actor for Ke Huy Quan. He is definitely winning there, no questions asked, as well as maybe Best Director, Best Picture. We give Everything Everywhere All at Once lots of trophies on Oscar night, but Actress goes to Blanchett, so we can give that wonderful film something. That argument is valid, I get it, but I do feel like lots of great films nominated for many Oscars go home empty-handed all the time. The Irishman, anyone? And I'm not sure this issue will be at the forefront of people's minds when they're voting.
What was it like to work with Michelle Yeoh? She is such an icon. And what is she like on set? Is she playful? Is she just doing the work? Is she someone who stays in character all the time? What's she like as a partner?
She really is incredible. I mean, she's not only a total badass and like completely so dedicated to the craft, but she really makes everyone feel like family. And I strongly believe that the movie was able to work because she was our matriarch.
The fourth reason is that Michelle Yeoh is immensely respected in the industry, having done great work in the past many people love, especially Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. In this video, I've highlighted her best films, and I do think her many excellent credits and performances, and her being not a kid anymore, does play a factor as well. Michelle Yeoh is 60 years old, and it's sad to say it, but this might be the one and only time we get to give her an Oscar, especially in the Best Actress category, since opportunities for Yeoh will always be slimmer than opportunities for a white actress like Blanchett and many others, as Yeoh talked about so articulately in the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable.
I honestly look at all of you with such envy because, you get an opportunity to try all the different roles, but we only get that opportunity maybe once in a long, long time.
People have adored her work in film and TV going back decades, and that respect will play a role in Yeoh winning too.
Michelle Yeoh is the reason that I am sitting at this desk. Michelle Yeoh is the reason that for the rest of my life, you will say, Oscar-nominated actress Jamie Lee Curtis. Michelle Yeoh is the reason that is happening.
The fifth and final reason is that Michelle Yeoh is quite simply extraordinary in Everything Everywhere All at Once, playing all kinds of characters and emotions throughout the 2.5-hour running time. As great as everyone and everything is in that movie, she is the glue that holds it all together. She's grounded and real, she's funny, she's strong, she's a total badass. It is the ultimate Best Actress performance and would be one of the best winners we've had in this category in ages.
Because when I read the script, I thought, this is something, oh dear. No, this is something I've been waiting for a long time. That's going to give me the opportunity to show my fans, my family, my audience, what I'm capable of. To be funny, to be real, to be sad. Finally, somebody understood that I can do all these things.
Again, I love Cate Blanchett in Tar. It's an amazing work of film acting, but I believe this year, this moment, belongs to Michelle Yeoh. She's currently more popular and in demand than she's ever been, besides Everything Everywhere All at Once, also appearing in Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Minions, The Rise of Gru, The Witcher Blood Origin on Netflix. She's appearing in the next Avatar movie. She's in the upcoming Wicked movie. She is a stunningly talented actor who, with Everything Everywhere All at Once, received the role of a lifetime. I want to hear it on March 12th. I want to stand up and cheer for Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you think Michelle Yeoh is going to win the Oscar for Best Actress. Do you think Cate Blanchett will take it instead? See you next time.